Earlier, we spoke with Face the Nation moderator John Dickerson about the debate and if Carly Fiorina was the clear winner.
There's been a lot of reaction about her. I think any candidate going into this debate wanted to do two things: to take Donald Trump down a little, because you have to move him to the side to get your message through. Now, that's a hard thing to do. The second thing that you had to do is have a moment that could be replayed again and again, showing that you are confident, that you have a command of the issues, that you can kind of take your place on that stage. And Carly Fiorina had a series of those. I mean, she had the back and forth with Donald Trump over his quote about her in Rolling Stone, but then she had other answers in which she seemed to be a person who had a point of view, who had studied the issues, who just had a theory about, what she would do as president. And so she was the one who took the best. She took her opportunities and made the most of them.
I wanted to ask about the Planned Parenthood moment, because there was a time it was relatively quiet. I think people were still just getting warmed up. And she talked about the Planned Parent videos, the undercover videos that have been released. Let's go ahead and play that for our viewers who didn't get a chance to see that last night.
Iran and Planned Parenthood. One has something to do with the defense of the security of this nation. The other has something to do with the defense of the character of this nation. You have not heard a plan about Iran from any politician up here. Here's my plan. On day one in the Oval Office, I will make 2 phone calls. The first to my good friend Bibi Netanyahu to reassure him we will stand with the state of Israel. The second to the Supreme Leader to tell him that unless and until he opens every military and every nuclear facility to real anytime, anywhere inspections by our people, not his, we, the United States of America, will make it as difficult as possible to move money around the global financial system. We can do that. We don't need anyone's cooperation to do it. And every ally and every adversary we have in this world will know that the United States of America is back in the leadership business, which is how we must stand with our allies. As regards Planned Parenthood, anyone who has watched this videotape, I dare Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama to watch these tapes. Watch a fully formed fetus on the table, its heart beating, its legs kicking, while someone says we have to keep it alive to harvest its brain. This is about the character of our nation. And if we will not stand up and force President Obama to veto this bill, shame on us.
What do you make of that, John?
Well, this was, again, that moment that she grabbed. So it wasn't, she had her moment with Donald Trump, that was one thing. But this was a moment where she spoke directly to Republican primary voters on the Planned Parenthood. She spoke to an anger that exists within the Republican base. And then on the Iran answer, while you can quibble with the technicalities of her 2 phone calls and whether they would actually do anything, she nevertheless looked like a woman who'd thought through her plan and had, and was assertive about it. And I think that answer actually is though it's not being played as much, and it's good that you all picked it, but that's the kind of answer that people watch and they think she could be president. Not that she won in a little back and forth with Donald Trump, but she has ideas about the world and a way to think about the world that I agree with. And that, in the end, is what attracts voters. Whereas a back and forth with Donald Trump, it makes the next day's news, but it doesn't give people a sense of what you'd be like as president.
So I think winner, Carly Fiorina.
I think, yeah, absolutely. And also because her trajectory was already on the way up going into this debate. And so she's building on something that was already had the wind at her back.
And Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton will be John's guest this weekend on Face the Nation. This is her first appearance on a Sunday talk show in several years. Don't want to miss it. That's this weekend only on CBS.